If you're overweight and extremely busy, here's the fastest and simplest way to start losing weight without spending 9 hours meal prepping every week. By the way, I'm Alex. I've been a personal trainer for 13 years and I have 8 coaches on my team, and this is all we do. Step 1, low-hanging fruit. We're not counting calories yet, we're just making smart, sustainable swaps, and I promise, even if you just do these and nothing else, the weight will start coming off. So first, we're gonna swap all liquid calories. We're gonna swap these for the lower calorie alternative, or ideally, the zero sugar, no calorie alternatives. So if you love smashing Cokes on a daily or weekly basis, or any fizzy drink for that matter, you can simply swap for the 0 calorie ones like this. And bonus points, if it's Coke or Pepsi, they actually contain a decent amount of caffeine depending on how many you have. So stuff like this one, which is 0 sugar and caffeine free, is ideal, especially if you're having them later at night, closer to bed, so that way it's not going to disrupt your sleep as well. And lucky for us, there's so many good alternatives out there today. So if you love your energy drinks, we see this very commonly with clients. Something like a full sugar Monster, Red Bull V, whatever you prefer, this has 250 calories. If you swap it for a Monster Ultra, there's tons of good flavors as well, it's only 11 calories. So across the week, if you just have one a day, you're gonna save 1,750 calories. And to put that into perspective, just swapping this for this, over 2 weeks, that's 3,500 calories, which equals about half a kilo of body fat. If you don't have energy drinks, you love coffees like me, if you have full cream milk, just swapping it for skim milk will cut the calories in half. I mean, if you're a bit of a savage, you just want to get shit done, going from full cream milk to a long black, you're gonna save like 200 calories every day. If you have 2 a day, that's 400 calories a day. Over a week, that's 2,800 calories. See that quick maths? Good, that was the easiest maths equation ever. All right, moving on. Step 2, macro-friendly takeout. I bet you thought you would have to completely stop eating out. Well, that won't work because within a week or 2, you'll fall off and it's just not gonna be sustainable. So the rule for this step is 2 times per week takeout maximum, but it has to be macro-friendly takeout. For example, if you go to Nando's, you can have a wrap with chips, a couple of chip dips for 1,700 calories, or you can have the chicken paella for around 550 calories, or you can have the chicken avo parmesan crunch salad, which salads are usually shit, but that one's actually pretty good. Tons of protein and it's under 500 calories. Another great example is Subway. You can have an entire foot-long chicken strips if you get the correct breads and cheese and you get low calorie sauce for around 700 calories with 50 grams of protein. So making simple decisions like that is going to be an absolute game changer and you're going to actually be able to stick to it. And don't worry, I've got a completely free takeout guide for you that shows all the best macro-friendly options. It's also got alcohol section in there for you too. I'll pop that in the description if you want to grab it. And that leads nicely into step number 3, the simple alcohol rule. If you don't drink, perfect, just skip to step 4. If you do, we're going to cut it back to 3 drinks per week maximum, ideally. Now, if you're sitting there going, I smash 10 pints every Saturday and Sunday, okay, fair enough. You're going to have to just try and drop that back to maybe 3 pints on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. Just cut the alcohol back as much as you can because alcohol is packed with calories. And let's be honest, the real reason, no one's getting macro-friendly takeout after having 9 drinks at the pub. Massive bonus points if you do drink. When you are having those few drinks, or maybe this is how you could get away with having a couple more if you're at a party or something like that. If you make smart alcohol choices as well, what I mean by that is the lowest calorie options, you can make insanely faster progress and still enjoy a couple of drinks with mates or at social events and not have to completely flip your life upside down. For example, a regular Smirnoff Double Black has about 223 calories. The Smirnoff Seltzer only has about 70. So you can literally have 3 of these for the same calories as one of those. So let's say you're out at a party this weekend, you'd usually go for these. You can have 3 drinks and it'll be the same calories as 1. And then that way you're still gonna enjoy yourself, be social and lose weight way easier. Fucking happy days. Another good example, if you're not a vodka fan, totally fine. For beers, now we all know Ronas are hard to beat, but these are about 140, 150 calories. Something like this Tradie Lager is only 70. So again, it's half the calories and you're still gonna be able to have beer. So these little sacrifices, these little swaps is what makes a massive difference to losing the weight now and keeping it off. And if you're a Jackson Cola fan or just a whiskey fan or whatever, like I was saying before, these days there's so many better options. The regular cola, you can swap it for the no sugar cola. 100 calories, it's about 250. So you're gonna save 150 calories every single time you swap that as well. Step 4, structure and protein rule. This is where you have 2 or 3 main meals every day and then just pick 1 to 2 snacks. You pick, but they must all have a protein source in them. No more snacks without protein. This will help keep protein high and calories down, which will also help with fullness and sustainability. This will also help you avoid falling into the I'm eating healthy and can't lose weight trap. Because to be honest, that is one of the most common things we see with new clients. And I completely understand it's one of the most frustrating things ever because it's what we've been taught. And if you just eat healthy, ideally you should lose weight. But let me show you something. Macadamia nuts, this handful right here, which is about about 28 grams, that's actually probably more, is 200 calories. Yeah? Fuck's sake. That, you get the point. That right there is 200 calories. And if you have a tub of macadamias or some mixed nuts at your desk, you would easily do that a few times a day. If you do that 3 times a day, that's 600 calories gone. And yes, they are healthy, but that's not gonna help your weight loss goal. For your main meals, go with chicken, extra lean mince, steak, eggs, fish, seafood, whey protein, all the good stuff like that. And you don't have to be perfect. If you're super busy, using things like pre-cooked chicken, microwave muscle meals, and high protein pizzas is totally fine. For example, and it's crazy to me that so many people stress about these little things, yet if you are overweight, losing that weight and more importantly, that body fat is the best thing you can do for your health. But that's a side note. For example, something like this Pro pizza has 52 grams of protein and it's just over 500 calories. Whereas if you're going through the supermarket, you're not feeling like cooking, you want something simple, you could grab a McCain's pizza that has 1,004 calories, which is literally double, and that's just not fucking ideal, is it? For a microwave meal, again, there's tons of good options and brands, stuff out there. Something like these Core Power Foods, this is really good to have on hand in the freezer. They sell them frozen, they're pretty cheap as well. This is 550 calories with 45 grams of protein, and they actually taste all right. Now, are they gonna be as good as Domino's pizza, gourmet pizza? No, definitely not. But it's how we lose weight and keep it off. And then for snacks, go for simple high protein stuff like RTD, ready to drink protein shakes. Rockabilly's one of my favorite brands, 30 grams of protein. This flavor, 287 calories. Pretty good to have stuff like that on hand so you don't grab 600 calories of macadamia nuts. Things like this, these are actually taste bomb. For dessert. Bomb. That was hell weird. These taste absolutely bomb. 131 calories, 16 grams of protein. If you have stuff like this on hand, it's so much easier to stay on track, especially if you have a sweet tooth, which we all get cravings. Grab something like that instead of a 300 calorie Cadbury's mousse. Again, although we're not tracking calories just yet, still flip over the packaging when you're going down, especially the health aisle. Have a look at the calories, look at the size of it, and just see if it's a good deal or not. Because something like this Health Lab ball, which is absolutely tiny, has the same calories as this entire protein bar. This has 2 grams of protein, this has 20 grams of protein. They're both down health aisle, but this is gonna be a much better choice. Actually tastes better in my opinion too, and it's gonna keep you much more on track, because we could probably smash like 10 of those. Step 5, simple self-accountability. Start weighing yourself and take progress photos. I know, you fucking hate it. I understand, I still hate taking progress pics, but trust me, you will thank yourself and it'll help you lose weight faster, and it's the most simplest and easiest form of accountability. It will also help you monitor progress, which helps improve the daily habits that we've just gone through. Step number 6, move as much as possible. Any training you can do is perfect, don't overthink it. Then increasing your daily steps will be your best friend for the weight to come off. The simple shit like parking further away, walking around on the phone instead of taking calls sitting at your desk, if you're allowed to do that, taking the stairs, all that kind of stuff works a treat and adds up faster than we think. Also, a pro tip we find with clients, the best thing to help this is to try and gamify it. Especially if you're new to it, weights, the gym can be a little bit daunting. You feel out of your comfort zone, which the first thing you want to do is get back in your comfort zone. So try things like getting a watch or a step tracker, tracking your weekly average, then set your target slightly higher. Nothing crazy, just start with like 1,000 to 2,000 extra steps per day. This helps gamify it a little bit, makes it a little bit more fun. You can even create a WhatsApp group with your friends or work colleagues and turn it into mini competitions. This can be an absolute game changer. Last thing on the list, avoid trying to be perfect. Don't try and cut everything out. Don't cut carbs, don't do fad diet, don't follow influencer diets, and don't tell yourself you can't eat out. Just start with the low-hanging fruit, then the simple steps we just went through. And remember, the takeout guide's in the description, and if you enjoyed this video, then I think you might like this one too.